Hey everyone, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel if it's not your first time. Hey, ViWoods has just published a new beta 3.8.4 that offers some pretty exciting new features that I want to show you some highlights. I'm not going to go over everything. I'll show you a picture of the screen that kind of details all of the features. If you wanted to stop the video and check that out or look it up online, you can certainly do that. There's a couple of things that I think are pretty important, at least for my use case, that are cool to look cool to have on the device. So let's check that out. So here it is, beta 3.8.4. A lot of new features here. I'll leave this here for just a second if anybody wants to pause the video and check it out. One of the first things that I wanted to point out is under Paper and Meetings, they've introduced a voice recording with transcription and AI command support. So if you come out, and I'm using a different home screen, so apologize for that. I'm trying out Nova Launcher to see how that works. But let's go into create a new paper. And now I've got this voice recording button here. And as soon as I hit it, it begins recording. You can see the seconds that are starting to count. It should be capturing everything that I'm saying here on the video. We'll let it get to 10 seconds and then we'll stop it. And then we can play that back. And by the way, you have to have Bluetooth earphones. There's no speakers on the ViWoods device. But I can hit this icon here. I can click on it here. And I've got several things that I can do. I can hit AI, I can edit, or I can trash it. Let's just hit this. I can extract a summary, polish the content, or just do an AI text conversion. I created some custom things like meeting minutes and so on and so forth. But let's just let's extract a summary from what I said. It's thinking. It's thinking. All right, so it just says summary. The content describes a recording function activated by a button. Once the button is pressed, it immediately starts the recording. So, it summarized what I said. So let's try something different here. I missed this over here. I can actually just do a text transcription. I think this is going to be a word-for-word transcription, and it is. It says, and as soon as I hit it, it begins recording. You can see the seconds that are starting to count. It should be capturing everything that I'm saying here on the video. We'll let it get to 10 seconds, and then, of course, I hit the stop button at that time. Very accurate from a transcription standpoint. And then I'm not sure what it's just, you can just edit the name there. But anyway, very interesting. This is something that I've used on books periodically, recording meetings or, something like that. It's very useful. So really glad to see that that is now included on the Boox devices. I'm sorry, on the ViWoods devices. So the next thing is in the AI functions of the device, they've integrated the Gemini model so that now you have more options as to which models you can use when you're using AI on the device. So that's really cool. Not going to really demonstrate that. They've also added an anti-ghosting removal feature in the drop-down quick access menu. I was not aware that this was not already there. There's a refresh icon there. And of course you got here's the anti-ghosting removal. There's a toggle here. So that's what's new. I have never used that. If you swipe down somewhere from the left side of the device, it automatically refreshes. It's been a feature ever since I've had a ViWoods device. So, I was not aware that anything was new on that or that was available in the drop-down menu. Handwriting compatibility for third-party apps. So they've added compatibility for in the Zoto app, XODO, I think I'm saying that correct. And then Gboard handwriting input is also been optimized. So that's really cool. Global features. The second bullet point here is handwritten content can now be globally selected, copied, and pasted. And then they've unified the pen types globally across all sections. So that was a major pain point. I know that if you needed to copy and paste something, you really couldn't do that across sections. Now it appears, and I haven't tried this, so we'll just do it live together here on the screen. I'm going to copy. I'm in the paper section. I'm going to go to meeting section. I'm going to start a note. And let's see if I can paste this. I don't know if I need to hold, yep, there we go. And there it is. So now you can copy and paste between the sections on the device. So that is really cool. I don't know if we can do that with daily. Let's check it out and see. Let's get into where we can come over here to the notes. Let's do the lasso. Let's hold it down and see if we can paste here. Yes, we can. So it is truly across all the sections of the device as well. And then functionality that I didn't see in the release notes, but that is really cool. They really need to share this a little bit better, and it has to do with sharing, by the way. So now when you hit the share icon or the share toggle, we've always had the ability to do QR code, email, transfer, or Bluetooth. But now you'll see that there are 3 different categories of sharing you can do. You can go into cloud, you can share it with your cloud account, but now you have the option of sharing it with third-party apps. So, you know, here's all the apps that I have on the device that I can share with. So that's really cool. That's something that has been I would call it a major limitation on the ViWoods device, that now they've broken that barrier, and now I can share notes. For example, the way that I use it, you know, I mentioned in another video I swap between devices a lot. If I need to export something from the ViWoods to another device, I don't have to go through, you know, jump through a lot of hoops. I can share it directly with my Supernote Partner app or my Remarkable app. And apparently I don't have Boox on here, but I could do that with Boox as well. So very good feature that has been added to it. So ViWoods is making some strides in their updates. You know, everybody that's been a fan or been a user of ViWoods knows that they're regularly putting out updates. This particular one, you have to be a part of the beta program. And I believe the way that you become part of the beta program is you send an email to ViWoods with your serial number, and there's some other requirements on there. You can look it up, just do a Google search on it. But once you send that to them, they'll get you set up in a day or two where you can download the beta on there. But really cool feature. Hey, I'm in the process of making several videos in the same day, so you'll notice that I'm wearing kind of the same shirt I might have worn on another video you've seen recently. And speaking of that, shameless plug here. These are shirts that I've got available if you go into my channel description. If you really want to help the channel, you can go and make some of these purchases. Like this one says fueled by e-ink and caffeine. It's got a cup of coffee, an e-ink device there. I've also got some cool little mugs that I had made, just some fun stuff. It says this cup refreshes a little slower, just like my e-ink screen. It's got the same thing on both sides. Got another mug out there. I don't have that to show you right now, but if you're interested in helping the channel, helping me to continue to produce content, there's a couple things you can do. You can like this video, you can subscribe to the channel, or you can go check out some of this merchandise and consider making a purchase. Anyway, really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video.